Peace and Black Power family. Welcome to another episode of the Black Survive or Die series. The choice is yours. Broadcasting live every Warrior Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time by the National Defense of the Black Riders Liberation Party under the leadership of our five-star General Taco Wolverine Shakur and the National Deputy Field Marshal of the New Black Panther Party for self-defense under our modern-day Queen Zinga, National Chairwoman, General Crystal Muhammad. I speak of the neutron bomb by Atomic Alike and warrior educator who has sojourned in these trenches for the liberation and salvation of African people for over 30 years and have withstood all kinds of betrayal, all kinds of torture, and any loss that you could take out here and still be here present on his post, walking in the perfect manner, all Black Nation property in view. Our warrior, the Black Dragon himself, Mr. King Samir Shabazz. Black Power.
Black power, black power. Habibi Fahodie. Black liberation. Survive or die, the choice is yours. And I want to send a strong black power salute to the founder of the baddest and the blackest media force on the waves. Knowledge born Allah, my man 50 grand, the man I can always count on. In those nights I can't get right to class because I got something else going on, and he's the man to take charge, you dig? And I love him for that. I love him for standing by me, regardless to who says the fuck what. I know this man, if no other man, I know this man has my black 1,000,000%. Salute, comrade, to the Black Riders Liberation Party. It's an honor being your National Minister of Defense. And it's a long road to come. And as your Minister of Defense, the National and International Minister of Defense, I'm going to tell you, tighten the fuck up. Because come November 3rd, it's going to be a whole new dawning in America. The white race has declared war. So riders, mount up. It's time to ride. To the new Black Panther Party, under the guidance and the warrior leadership of the coldest and the boldest black woman in the hells of North America, Crystal Muhammad. There's a dawning of a new day approaching upon us. So Panthers, mount up. To all the other black formations, I'm just going to say it. A lot of y'all full of shit. But I humbly understand. I understand. So I'm going to say this to you. If you are not sincere to the liberation of African people worldwide, if you are not willing to sacrifice You might even have to sacrifice your own mama for the liberation of Black people. See, I want y'all to understand how serious revolution is. Again, I understand, but now you have to study warfare, guerrilla warfare, the history of wars of your enemy. And I know you too tough to read. You got 65 guns, so you don't need to read no books. I understand. And this is why the white race laughs. Look at these niggas. Everybody got a goddamn Halloween costume on. Or you look like you do anyway. When the police come, they have one uniform. That you can distinctly tell that's police. They wear blue, right? But when they come in riot gear, when they come in for the riots, they have one uniform. Their riot uniform. When they come into the officers' ball, they have a uniform. When the United States military goes to war with any damn body, they have a specific uniform that they wear, and everybody wears that uniform accordingly. So I want to big up my comrade, King Black, for his degrees on the uniform. And I have to touch on this again because a lot of you niggas still don't get it. And again, the white man laughs. So I'm in this survivalist group, right? And I noticed today, I get a notification that this particular survival group that I'm in went on a tirade about the NFAC being racist. Well, I want y'all to stand by for my response to this particular survival group. And don't worry, I'm gonna make them very well known. You dig? So I want y'all to understand that this is Warrior Wednesday. And this is a fucking warriors class. And as the God always say, when the warriors have to stop, battle, and have to come and give the troops some words because the troops ain't trooping, then there's a serious ass kicking that has to take place. So I'm finding revolutionaries walking around here talking about, well, since we don't have no choice and we got to do everything we can to get Trump out of office, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and vote for Biden and Harris. Niggas. Let's go to the Bible. The dragon says, first of all, the opposition is stupid. However, let me qualify this statement with the observation that they make up for what they lack in brains with sheer brutality. Give me 1 second. Okay? That they make up for what they lack in brains with sheer brutality. As a result of their original drawback, stupidity, they have expanded to massive proportions and tied themselves irrevocably to a technology based on a massive and equally faulty machine, to the point that now that it is possible for them ever to hide any of their movements. So let's talk about this voting machine. The propaganda of war. Now, can somebody tell me when there was a vote? Because the last I checked, under the laws of Jew World Order, according under the guise, should I say, of COVID-19, there's no government. I want y'all to think about that. Huh? Police ain't supposed to be locking nobody up. None of that, right? Government is supposed to be shut down, right? So let's logically think about this and pay attention. So now they're telling you to casting your votes. Now, I live in one of the worst hoods, as always. So can somebody tell me when they got a voting ballot ticket in the mail? There's no electoral college vote. So once again, you've fallen to sleep. So who you gonna vote for? And according to the government, they're supposed to be shut down. So who are you voting for again? Anybody just to get Trump out of office. Do you know how fucking stupid you niggas sound? So you put another white man and a bed wench in office just to get another white man out of office. But you're a revolutionary. So instead of talking about overthrowing this machine and completely annihilating this machine, you want to become a part of the machine to help keep it fucking rolling. So I'm trying to figure out how much of a fucking revolutionary you are. George says, it is possible for them ever to hide any of their movements, to move with any real speed, or to change themselves in response to any change in our attack. The very nature of their apparatus, its supposed legality, and its size tends to weaken it. But their growing demand for their personal leaves them helpless to stop us from infiltrating. Now, here's the problem. You talk all this infiltration talk, but then you become acculturated and assimilated. You niggas sit up here and talk about, yeah, I'm I'm the spook who sat behind the door. No, you're the nigga who's licking Becky's ass behind the door. Hello. You ain't no damn spook. You're spooked out. If any damn thing, you all spooked out. Because the basis of your breathing is spooky. Can you hear me now? You can't infiltrate the goddamn white man because you love him too much. You start getting happy, smiling and grinning and cheesing and eating dinner with them. Now they invite you to their home and here you go, sitting at their dog table. Huh? Happy Thanksgiving, nigga. Eating turkey with the white folks. Cause you gonna vote for Biden and Harris. Huh? Mr. fucking Revolutionary. Mr. Israelite. Mr. Muslim. Mr. Garveyite. Mr. Godbody. I don't give a fuck what your foundation is. If you saying out of your raggedy ass coon lips, if you have the audacity to utter the words, I'm voting, then you are a coon. If you can't see in 2020 by now, then you deserve to be a fucking slave. You deserve everything that comes with slavery. Because I'm sick and tired of you treasonous bastards. I've had it. No love for you, no remorse for you. I don't give a goddamn about you. Their cybernetics cannot overcome the fact that men, especially of the pig class, are cyclic. They think, function, and live in cycles. This is more to their detriment than ours, because their science of control turns upon them to weaken and wreck their own institutions. So how can a massive department or bureau or regiment with hundreds of personnel ever coordinate any activity without strictest regimentation, without a massive meeting place to familiarize themselves with procedures, without badges or uniforms to identify each other, without systematized patterns of thought and behavior, without dependence on clear-cut order? Simple pig types can only learn to function by rote and in circles and cycles. Now, procedure must be drilled into them on and only seldom, if ever, changed. It is quite easy for a pig to perform a particular function the same way time after time, but once he has learned the function, it is not so easy to vary, especially when there are great numbers of the same types of individuals involved. What would be the result if each pig were given a different job each day in a different area, or if he had to vary his code every week, or think for himself just one eighth, uh, 1 8 hour shift? Chaos, he says. If it weren't for the sergeant or the lieutenant and a routine, when the average pig runs out of gas, his car would have to be pushed out to the street by the citizens. When his bullets ran out, he would only have a club until he could check with his captain. Cyclic men equipped with only a few learned responses can be watched, clocked, photographed, and anticipated. I don't think y'all are listening. Their code isn't really a code at all. They are finished. A pig is a fool. They have numbers over the small vanguard element and the social license to kill. But once we decide on the proper action, we will find that our enemies are vulnerable. For the soldiers of the people, the guerrillas, though, they must always operate with the tightest structure and in complete harmony with their political branch. Cycles are not a factor in their operations. Let's look at some of the guerrilla warfare, broke us down to its simplest terms. Now, what does all this have to do with right now? We're talking about the destruction of a machine. We're talking about how to break down this machine. In the simplest terms of guerrilla warfare. Because that is the only goddamn way we are going to destroy this machine. And when I say machine, I mean white supremacy. I mean white people, white culture, white religion, white bitches, white. So I'm not talking about no damn robot. I'm talking about the destruction of the robotic factory. You are the robot suffering from europhilia. So when the cracker say move, you move, nigga. When the cracker say twerk, you twerk, nigga. You are the robot. Mobility. Only the light, portable, easily machined, or easily stolen weapons are employed by the guerrilla under normal circumstances. On rare occasions, he may hire or commandeer a piece of heavy equipment for an isolated or special purpose. The bomb, in all of its various forms, the Bangalore, the mortar, the satchel charge, the hand grenade, the anti-tank rocket launcher, the sniper rifle, the light machine gun, the silenced pistol, the flamethrower, the poison dart, the poison bullets, the crossbow, the knife, the fist, all form the guerrilla arsenal. Provision must be made to move men and equipment in spite of the condition of today's streets and roads in the city. That means making use of the new four-wheel drive, civilian type Jeeps, the station wagons, the motorcycles, the e-bikes, the mountain bikes, the skateboards, the motor scooters, the go-karts. We're talking war. . You can put a, never mind, y'all ain't ready for that. And then Baba says the bicycle will regain popularity, right? Heavy vehicles, the Jeeps, the trucks, the vans, all ordinary looking family or commercial looking vehicles, but armored with either plastic or steel, can be either rented or commandeered. All dwellings should be rented and expendable. They should be equipped so that when forced to leave by the tunnel or other hidden exits, the place can be burned to create further confusion of the attacker for the attacker and destroy evidence. Food and clothing should be purposely simple. Clothing must always be available for disguises, although part of the guerrilla's function is to hijack. Let me let, Part of the guerrilla's function is to hijack and commandeer food in non-perishable form from the enemy's cultures and stockpiles. He should also learn to identify the food plants that grow wild all over the country, even in your backyard. He should also learn to want less. Want less. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, we are a people that have been robbed and spoiled. You want everything. You want everything the white man got. So you go so far as to bleach your damn skin because you want to be white like the white folks. This is what this class is about. This is what survive or die is about. So please spare me with the I'm ready for war bullshit. Because you're not. I'm going to show you how you're not. Some of y'all still get mad when somebody call a white man a cracker in public. Some of you niggas still get upset. Oh, that's ignorant. You so damn ignorant. You ain't ready for war. Say I'm lying. Let me give you another example on how you are not ready for war. You whisper when the white folks come around. You don't want to say white too loud because you don't want Massa to hear you, so he'll kick you off his plantation. And now you're going to be begging and scrumbling like a damn slave instead of doing for self and getting prepared like the fuck we've been telling you for the last 6 years. Can you hear me now, nigga? I'll give you another example of how you are not ready for war. You're sitting watching television, and a commercial comes on with a little white baby, and you just so, oh, ain't they cute? So cute. You niggas have lost your mind. So on one side, your enemy is cute, and on the other side, I'm Mr. Black Power. I'm ready for war. You're fooling no one but your damn dumbass self. Because some of these tactics I just read about, and this is just mobility. Let's talk about infiltration a little deeper. Baba says right now, We could be placing our soldiers inside the various police and military and prison staffs. Our more gifted and better educated comrades could end up in the intelligence units of the army and police. But our major source of weapons should come from our men placed in the military under the seemingly ordinary circumstances. This is our enemy's greatest weakness. Any establishment's greatest weakness is the need for personnel to resist the people. This lays them open to infiltration. The guerrilla army that operates within the city is necessarily small. So we stop infiltration by being very selective and conducting thorough and murderous tests and making full use of the principles underlying departmentalization. Now, some of these tactics have to be used, must be used when we talk about forming liberation armies. Because again, you got to know who your enemies are. Let me tell y'all something. I had to change a lot of things about me. Why? I had to change the way I move. I had to change conversation, timings of conversation. I'm not on the phone with you long. Hell no. Because I know it only takes them 2 minutes. If that. Well, in my case, I'm always plugged in. I had to change the people I'm around. Because I had nothing but fucking agents around me daily. So I had to re-strategize. Did I cry and hide in some fucking corner and quit and retire and all this pussy stuff? Hell no. Because I understood as a man, I understood as a soldier. This is part of the uniform. But you are not ready for war. Stop hyping yourself up. It's okay. But stop hyping yourself up. These crackers have no remorse. They are merciless. And until we even start to think just as merciless as they are, you're not getting free. Because some of y'all are scared to even think it. The ambush. The only form of attack employed by the guerrilla force is the ambush, the surprise attack. There must never be any front lines or defending of territory. The only engagements that are carried to completion are the ones that we are winning. After an initial attack, if the enemy regains himself and counterattack, we disengage and simply go home to await the next opportunity when we can catch him asleep again. With his women and women moving in convoy on the toilet, while they at the amusement park, while they at the beach, you dig? And as Malcolm said, while they at the donut shop, donutting. Give them a little extra cream in his coffee. But that cream ain't gonna be white. You dig? Camouflage. Nothing ever appears outwardly as it is. The armor is fixed inside of the vans and the trucks in such a way as to make them appear normal when viewed from without the vehicle. The military safe house with tunnels leading in all directions and connecting with other houses, a storm drain, a manhole with bulletproof and airtight plexiglass windows, encasements inside of the house camouflaged with heavy curtains, rooms with doors that are really booby traps that work from the inside, must be made to look like any other house along the block. But we must dress and equip ourselves with weaponry that will allow us to move even in units of a dozen or more without appearing to be anything other than private citizens pursuing their private interests. We will make use of all forms of disguise: the mailman, the policeman, the telephone repairman, the priest, the nun, the National Guard, the you name it, the garbage man. God damn it, the cable man. Huh? You don't know when we coming. And you don't know who's coming. This is the point of the ambush and camouflaging. Because when you're ambushing, you wanna look like everything is normal. You want your enemy to assume everything is just normal. So this is how you catch him sleeping. But the moment he gets a glimpse of something's wrong, he's gonna scurry. This principle will soon have them shooting at each other or turning the innocents against them. The result, a perfect disorder. A perfect disorder. Autonomous infrastructure. If it is our eventual goal to wear away the establishment's ability to produce and distribute goods, to feed its war machine, or organize any sort of social activity, then of course we must at the same time provide ourselves with the means of performing these functions on at least a subsistence level. Both the military and the political arms of the liberation movement must think of the provisioning of their vanguard elements and the people during the dark days when we stop the machine. Military supplies are stockpiled in advance with food staples. Depression days, foraging in war years, liberation gardens must be reintroduced and redefined. Liberation gardens must be reintroduced and redefined. The military must depend on the people for food. It must also prepare to feed the people from the enemy supply. Then you have the very healthy, spontaneous mass looting. Again, perfect disorder. At some point in the development of the overall struggle, revolutionary culture, it will have to become totally independent of the old enemy culture, in keeping with Shay's theory of molding the new society around the struggle against the old. So we will start from the beginning to build our own infrastructure in every possible area: people stores, hospitals, banks, buses, armies, etc., etc., or as we say, kata wakata. This dual power, this building of political infrastructure, and the military succinctly stated by the Minister of Defense of the Black Panther Party, Huey P. Newton. Huey said, We recognize that in order to bring the people to a level of consciousness where they should seize the time, it would be necessary to serve their interest in survival by developing programs which would help them to meet their daily needs. For a long time, we have had such programs not only for survival, but for organizational purposes. And here we are, 6 years later, right here, every Wednesday, Do the Knowledge Radio, 7 p.m. Now, we not only have a breakfast program for school children, we have clothing programs, health clinics, free medical and dental services, programs for the prisoners and their families. We're opening clothing and shoe factories to provide for more needs of the community. Most recently, we have a gun testing. We have begun testing and research program on sickle cell anemia, and we know that 98% of the victims of this disease are Black. To fail to combat this disease is to submit to genocide. To battle it is survival. So here we are. This is your people's survival program. Here we are. Every Wednesday night. Whether I'm here to give the class or knowledge is given the class. This class goes on. Because we understand to its totality the necessity of survival. And now we've taken it to a completely new level. So I want to leave the words of the Black Dragon. I want to let that marinate into your brain cells. And I want to go just for a few minutes. Because today, this man was born in Sandersville, Georgia. It's a long history with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. One of the strongest foundations I stand on. It is this man that made me a man. It is this man that told me I am the original man. It is this man that told me the white race is the devil. It is this man who gave me the name Shabazz, meaning indestructible. Cannot annihilate. It is this man that taught us that we are gods of the universe. It is this man that brought it to the people that the Black man is God. Let's not get it twisted. taught by Master Farad Muhammad, who came to the wilderness of North America and told the black man that he is God. And for 3.5 years, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad studied, tried, and tested by Master Farad Muhammad to teach publicly that the black man is God. He said, original man, know thyself. Know thyself. Then he says to first love yourself. Love yourself. Then he goes to say, understand self. Know, love, and understand. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Then he goes on to teach, help self before helping others. Then he goes on what the American so-called Negro must do for himself. This was an instruction. Then he goes on to say, get knowledge to benefit self. Then he goes on to teach us of the knowledge of ourselves. And this is in the chapter Original Man and Message to the Black Man, page 31. It starts at page 31. And you can just go on and on and on. But it's so scientifically, mathematically set up. So on this day, this man was born. My teacher. I've never in my life stayed in the house, in my room, for 3.5 weeks reading any damn thing. But this book, for 3.5 weeks straight, didn't go to school. This was school. And here I am today. And I give thanks to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad for making me a man. Not just a revolutionary, but making me a man, a proud, confident black man. So I'm humbled to say that I am a student of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And any one of you niggas, any goddamn one of you niggas got a problem with it, you know what to do. You know what to do. I am a student of the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey. Any one of you niggas got a problem with it, you know what to do. I am a student of the Honorable Khalid Abdul Muhammad. Any one of you niggas got a problem with it, you know what to do. I am a student of Mama Harriet Tubman. If any one of you niggas got a problem with it, come see me. That's all. You know what to do. I'm a student of a warrior class, not a student of the punk ass. I'm from a divine lineage of black man and black woman warriors. That's why the white race hates King Samir, because I'm not gonna fucking ease up on this goddamn peckerwood, not one damn eye blink. And that's what's wrong with y'all. You too damn soft. You're getting softer and softer. Hmm? Now you happy a black woman running for vice president. Look at you niggas. You're not ready for war. So with that being said, I love you more than you hate your black self. Tune in again next Wednesday night. Got something for you. Definitely in the works. Every week, right here. Bring a friend, bring a side chick, side dick, whatever. Bring somebody. You know what I'm saying? And stay tuned. I just may be going live this weekend from the bush. You dig? So training session will be up. I'll make a post about it to keep everyone notified. But stand by for that. I'm not too sure just yet. I might save it till next weekend for a reason. But stand by for that. You dig? So tune in again every Wednesday right here, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, on time, with time, right down to the modern time. And again, survive or die, the choice is yours. Black Power.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a African. I'm a. Let's get
and
back
that
to
motive
the
is best developed by recognizing the common enemy.